Well, what we're undergoing at the moment is a paradigm shift. We're moving into the third paradigm of computing, which started in the 80s with the mainframes, then moved to client-server computing, and is now moving into cloud computing. Now, for small and medium-sized businesses and professionals, this is going to be a radical move forward. They can appear far more professional with ready-made websites that they can design themselves, and they're going to be able to share information with customers and partners much more easily. It's going to be a radical change for the better, and I think that it's going to be accepted throughout the whole world. Well, the benefits of the cloud are multifold, really. The cost of running IT admin staff who are operational and are looking after servers is quite high, and the cost of running the servers themselves is quite high. So there'll be a lot of cost-saving benefits available. One of the various other issues, of course, with the Microsoft cloud, which is different from other clouds, is that it allows a hybrid environment where you can have on-premise servers and in-cloud servers, so that it makes an easier migration path for customers, as well as also providing the ability for a mixed mode way of computing. Well, that's very interesting, that question, because Link already was a very powerful tool for communicating using the IP technology. And with Microsoft's recent purchase of Skype, I expect to see Microsoft moving into the telco environment, which is somewhat different to where they've traditionally been. So there's going to be some rapid change. It's going to mean that there's going to be a lot of reduction in cost of telephone communications. There's going to be a much more ease of use. You'll be able to see immediately when somebody's available, and you can then immediately press a button and talk to them directly. So I think there's going to be a lot of change in the communication arena. Well, I think that when you're moving from one paradigm to another, you're at a tipping point. And so there are views in each direction. And what you tend to get then is a lot of chaos, a lot of dissent and argument over the right way to do things. But it's going to be rather like the early days of the web using credit cards on the web, where a lot of people were fearful that there would be any benefit and they were fearful for the security of using credit cards on the web. But that soon was allayed when their needs changed. With Microsoft entering the fray with their massive data centers and with their service level agreement that's financially backed, they can't afford to have any breaches, and so I expect they'll put a far greater amount of effort into securing their data centers than any other company would have done. I can also see that there would be opportunities for those companies that are worried about security to go into a private cloud area rather than a public cloud area. The private cloud gives them security that they themselves can control far better.